Well, this, guys, is the historic Bellevue Hotel in right in downtown Philadelphia. That's City Hall down there, I think. We stayed here for our trip, and this is the last of my little Philadelphia series, our third video. But we picked this hotel because it was right downtown. You could get anywhere, but mostly for this incredible architecture. I mean, it really is. It's stunning from the street. It's stunning inside. I'm sure it's not quite up to where its glory days were, but it's pretty close and completely amazing. We could have walked everywhere. It was a little chilly while we were there, but certainly to the museums and dinner and all the things around Philadelphia. We were right there. I mean, we drove a lot again because it was chilly and rainy, but I mean, this hotel was just absolutely beautiful. This is the what I think was the original entrance. It's now been moved around to the side, but this is where I think you would have come in at the hotel in its heyday. It's gone through a few different owners and a few different places. This was actually where you turn in to check in. It's down in the alley. It's still very pretty. We drove around the blocks a couple of times, missing it, not really quite sure where to turn in because they have some mixed use stuff. So coming back down, this is where I guess your limousine, or gosh, at some point in time, maybe even horse and carriage would have dropped you off in your finery, so you could dress like the Monopoly man and roll in here and feel pretty comfortable. But this, I think, was the main entrance. Scooting in here, just underneath this imposing edifice, what lies before you. And I can only imagine how coming home from a night at the theater or restaurants or speakeasy, whatever you were out doing, walking in through these doors must have been pretty impressive. So this is the what I would consider the grand lobby, and at some point in time there was a check-in position right up there. A front desk is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what check-in position is, but apparently it's a synonym for what we would call the lobby. Beautiful chandeliers, and look at all the work and the trim and on the columns. I mean, it's just amazing. This, I think, had been turned into kind of some mixed use. If you go up those elevators we just passed, took you up to offices. They had some stores in here. It looked like Williams-Sonoma, some kind of upper end shops and things in there, but those right now have been removed, and I think they are getting ready to redo all of that and make it more of a space that really caters more to the hotel. I think some new restaurants and things. This is the lobby, and probably I was kind of obsessed with this right here. It's probably the most photographed thing in the building, next to maybe the domes where you eat. But looking up, I mean, just that was, I couldn't stop looking at it, and I think I have several pictures and videos. So here we are checking in. Alright, we've all crammed in the elevator. It's 2:30 in the morning. 15. Here at the fabulous Legionnaire's Disease Hotel. Bellevue Hotel. We're all a little punchy. You have the key to my heart.
It doesn't really matter what I need. You can't really put the key to your heart against this.
We can do a lot of cool things with the key to my heart.
Well, one of them is not use this elevator.
There's Charlotte.
No, it's not.
But we're supposed to have 2 queen rooms. I'm not sure why one's a king, but alright, and away we go.
Why do your eyes promise so much? Why is my heart aflame at your touch? I'll tell you why. The better to kiss you, the better to hold you, the better to love you, my dear.
Alright, we're looking for 1531. Charlotte, be our guide. Charlotte's got this. There you go. Now you're cooking.
Maybe up here? Just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. 1531. 1537. Don't do that. Please, somebody's doing. Grand Ballroom. I really want to go to the conservatory. Some executive offices on 18. And 19 is their rooftop restaurant, I think. It really is a beautiful elevator. There's me. So this is the atrium and conservatory, I guess. But it's interesting because you can see the difference in the craftsmanship. Like there's just not that ornate columns, and it's still pretty cool. I'll have to reread the history and see exactly what they did and when they did this, because I read about it and now I've forgotten. Little nighttime, almost just a cool, even though I'm sure someone would kill me, Art Deco feel, but I love this couch. But this is just so spectacular. They just don't make anything like this anymore. And it's so sad. I'm going to sneak through this way nonchalantly. This is like, I think, their bar and lounge. Nice private wine table. And another beautiful space over here. This is a pretty spectacular hotel. Suitable for all your private dining needs. We'll get a nice angle as we go by again. So yes, I think we should definitely come in here and have breakfast in the morning. And there we are, saying goodnight to Philadelphia.
Alright, it's morning. Welcome to Philadelphia. A little chaotic coming in last night here at the Bellevue Hotel. She's doing some construction. Here's a good looking fitness room. So we're on the hunt for some coffee here. I'm not sure where to go because in addition to being a hotel, I think they have some office space. So that little spread was for the office tenants. But I mean, look at the architecture. Just these Corinthian columns are insane. It's really, really very beautiful. So see, here's that staircase again, and those beautiful, that oval symmetry. I told you, I think I photographed about 20,000 times. You know what? I'm leaving it in. All right, so we're riding up in the elevator. I feel so funny walking around talking, but it'll be cool later, right? This elevator's pretty spectacular. We're heading to the 19th floor. Roman numerals, so you know it's fancy. But I'm just hunting for some coffee. That's all I need at this point. Difficult to even speak without the coffee. Everyone else is still asleep. This is their restaurant lounge area 19 up on the 19th floor, and they have kind of an Art Deco style. This is where the coffee was. Yay! There it is right there, because I really needed that. But this going into the breakfast room was just, I mean, breathtaking to walk in and see. And the coolest thing is because of the acoustics, those two guys that just disappeared in the bottom of the frame, if you stood in the right spot, I could hear their conversation as though I was literally sitting at their table. It was pretty wild. We went back in at night when no one was there and played with it a little bit. It's pretty wild to hear voices popping out. But I mean, they have balconies out there. I'm sure you could have enjoyed a cocktail overlooking the crown jewels of Philadelphia here. But it was spectacular. We didn't actually eat there. We ran out of time, but they have this and then another identical dome. And I think they're getting ready to put an ice skating rink on the roof. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. I mean, just to sit and stare. There were so many places in this hotel where I really couldn't do anything but stop and look. It was built in 1904 and then expanded in 1912 by a Prussian immigrant, George Bolt, also the same guy as Bolt Castle. In fact, I think the architects that did this also built Bolt Castle, which is famously unfinished up in upstate New York, I think, on the St. Lawrence River. But the guy had a small hotel he had here originally. He came as an immigrant. Quickly made this little tiny hotel really the place to be in Philadelphia, with great customer service and an attractive clientele. And William Waldorf Astor of the famous Waldorf Astoria came and had him come be the proprietor of the Waldorf Astoria in New York City. And then afterwards he came back here and picked up a little hotel that was on this corner, and I think it was called the Stratford, and built this place and then expanded it later. running this hotel. It was really quite the place to be in Philadelphia. I think 15 presidents have stayed there. The Queen Marie of Romania, Calvin Coolidge, Woodrow Wilson, John F. Kennedy, up until Reagan was actually here. I made a joke earlier about Legionnaire disease. It was invented, might not be the right word, but in 1976 there was a convention of the American Legion, and they came here, and moisture got in, bacteria got into the AC, and I think 29 people died. It was kind of crazy, and 182 got sick. All here at the fabulous Bellevue Hotel. But that's not the crowning. Now they've started restoring it. You know, a couple things have, different groups have gone to it. Now I think it's a Westin. And walking up here, I was walking around by myself, and one of the guys, you'll see in a second, I was remarking how beautiful it was, and he's like, "Oh, well, have you seen the ballroom?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, then follow me." So we get to take a little tour into, really what might be a spectacular night spot or wedding venue.
It's just so beautiful. No, sir. They just don't make things like this anymore. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I just can't even imagine what might have gone on in here, and what probably still does. I mean, what a beautiful room. I mean, it makes me almost wonder, could they even make this again? Like, is it feasible? Is it even possible? And who's been on that stage, and when was it built? Oh, amazing. I just imagine coming down these stairs dressed for dinner. Because people dressed like, in clothes that may have matched this architecture. What a phenomenal hotel right here in downtown Philadelphia.
So it looks like there's a great future for the hotel. I think they're going to spend about $100 million. They have some office space in the middle that they're going to convert to apartments. Again, redo the downstairs more to suit the guests of the hotel and the apartments, restaurants, the skating rink on the roof, which originally had, along with a pool, potentially. So, it looks like coming down the pipeline here, we really might get to see, hey, there's our staircase again. See, I told you. Now we're looking down at least. At least it's a different view than we had before. But it looks like this hotel will be looking up. They have a sporting club next door, gym, that kind of thing that I think they use. That's going to get $10 million in renovations. So it's gone through a bunch of owners, and it looks like it's going to get truly restored to its glory, which I think will be amazing, because it was just such a convenient spot to stay, and even though I'm sure it is not at its top shape, the rooms were beautifully appointed, it was clean, the staff could not have been any friendlier. I would stay here again, even if it were $100 more expensive after they get through the renovations. I mean, just the history alone was just really cool. I think they used this as like a trial run for JFK before he went to Texas, and this was the bar area that we went through the night before, and obviously it's a little quieter now. And then we're coming up on the Pearl Room, which I guess there's only 2 of these domes on the front of the building, but this place, I assume they do dinner in there at night, but it really is just, I mean, just so cool. The whole place was like a giant cake decoration. It was just it took your breath away every corner you went around. It's hard. I keep saying like the same things: fantastic, fabulous, amazing, spectacular, all these words over and over again. But you know, just you felt like you were Cary Grant or somebody walking through this hotel. It was really amazing, and I'd highly recommend you book a night here at the Grand Dame of Broad Street, as it was called before it in its heyday. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget I'm still giving away that Mickey Mouse tumbler when I get to 150 subscribers. So if you're already subscribed, you're in the mix. If not, just hit that button, and you don't have to come back. You don't have to love everything, but I'm trying to see how this affects the algorithm in my little YouTube experiment. So here we are heading out of Philly, and again, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and check out some of the other videos.